Biggs versus AM. This was another dope battle. Like one of the top ones in my list. Both these cats snapped. This was a 2-1 battle, and I think Biggs might have beat himself with a little bit of stumbling and choking. AM went crazy in one round. I can't remember what round it was, but he went crazy in one round. But so did Biggs. He had some shit about you won't like the way I hold this conversation, and it was something about him talking about guns, and like that whole scheme was epic, dude. Like that bar was crazy, and AM spit some shit like, once my mouth is open, its curtains close. Like that, those were some dope bars, dude. Like that shit was for real. And I think AM got that one 2-1, and I think that's only because Biggs kind of choked a little bit. I can't remember what round it was, maybe the third, but it was a dope battle for real. Then let's see. The King Hush Hush performance never happened. K.I. Design versus D.L. Murray. It looks like D.L. Murray got caught up in traffic or transportation somehow and couldn't make it. But I'm sure that'll happen at a later date, so stay posted on that. We got Un versus Heretic next. That was a dope battle, for real. Both those cats almost flawless. Both those cats strong, did their thing. I think Un got beat in whatever round it was where Heretic was talking about Un switching professions every 2 months and like being a jack of all trades and like this, that, and the other. I think Heretic took that round. I think he did for sure. But Un came back with some shit about Heretic being kind of like drunk and high and kind of stoned and like babbling his words together, and he did a little impression of him and he sounded like spot on. It was nice. That battle's going to be dope on camera for sure. When that footage comes out, it's going to be nice. That was another solid battle, you know. At this point, shit's popping. Like there's a lot of battlers that aren't showing up yet. There's a lot of shit that hasn't happened yet, but everybody that's gone up there's done their thing, and people are starting to fucking vibe, you know. The crowd's getting bigger. Everybody's starting to pay more attention. We got people up on the top row at Dante's, like every level, dude. It was starting to get real nice, man. That shit was starting to get serious. Then let's get into this. So shout out to Un versus Heretic. That was a dope battle. One of my favorites of the night. For a winner, I mean, to be honest, I can't really call a winner because I can't remember. All I remember is giving Heretic 1 round and Un 1 round live. I haven't seen this footage, but giving Heretic 1 round and Un 1 round live. I cannot remember. I'm not trying to be that guy who doesn't choose sides, because most of y'all know I don't really give a fuck. But I can't remember, dude. All I know is both those cats were damn near flawless, and that was a dope battle. And like I said, that's when shit started to get like awesome. Like people were showing up, you know. Shout out to my sponsor, Jack Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Sorry, I mean, I'm to be honest, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm a little upset, man. This was a crazy event that just got fucking derailed, dude. Some shit went down, and I don't stand for that. I don't want that to happen ever again. You know, that wasn't cool. Let's just kill that shit. Let's get into JUS versus King Hush Hush. This was a dope fucking battle for real. It started off just fucking fists flying, dude. I thought Hush and JUS were neck and neck after round 1. Then JUS snapped in round 2, and it looked like he kind of got in Hush's head for real. Because Hush was like kind of like willing to walk off in the middle of his battle in the second round, and I was like, fuck, what? That ain't Hush, you know. Hush will freestyle out of anything, you know. That ain't gonna happen. And like for real, he was like it seemed like all this shit, because this battle happened right after the bullshit fight, dude, like right after it. So there was tension in the air. It was tough to focus on anything. I got blood on my shirt, dude. Like this is no joke. Like I'm not happy with what went down. I set A-Hat up with this venue in Seattle, and this is not a good reflection on what we're trying to do, you know. We're not trying to be about this, dude. A-Hat lost like 4 battlers this year to some stupid shit. I'm not trying to bring that up here, you know. This is hip-hop, man. Let's make it that way. This is fucking hip-hop. So fuck all that shit, man. JUS and Hush Hush had to battle right after that shit went down. It was heavy in the room, dude. So some shit was serious, and I think JUS and Hush were snapping in round 1. JUS got under his skin in round 2 and took it. And then Hush came back in round 3, and there was some bullshit talk about the time limits weren't right, this, that, and the other. Just was getting upset. JUS, whatever, was getting upset because Hush was snapping and rapping for too long. And he had some shit about, like, some personal shit about his homie being on some fucking back page website. And I was like, damn, dude, like, I think Hush took that round. So I'm saying like I said in my vlog, dude, JUS got a round for sure. Hush got a round for sure. And that first round was like, I can't really call it on some preference shit. Like, it was dope, dude. They both were snapping. Hush had some shit about some girl being like fucking the whole alphabet, AD and RG and like JP, whatever, dude. I was like, damn, dude, that was a dope battle for real. Then next on here is a Young Nate versus Hype. I'm gonna wait a minute on that. AD versus Jay the Nightwing. That was supposed to go down, but it didn't. Jay the Nightwing, shout out to you for making that decision and just going home, man. You know, I'm sorry that shit went down that way. Nobody saw that coming, and trust me, I would have stopped it sooner if I could. I got in there as fast as possible, and I'm sorry that shit went that way. Then we got Patron versus Emery, and that was a dope battle. I missed the third round because I found out I was battling right after that, so I missed the third round. I went outside to memorize my shit a little bit more, and I missed the third round. But when it comes to round 1 and round 2, I think that Emery had a dope bar where he said I was asking for someone important, not someone imported, and I thought that was dope. And I thought it was also dope when he said the only thing well-rounded is your head. That was sick. And Patron came with some multi-syllable shit I've never really seen from him before. But I'm not fully, caught up on Patron's homework. I'm not saying anything like that. It was just like, it was a new type of Patron I'd never really seen before, and I thought Patron was cooking. Apparently the third round was a little bit shaky on Emery's performance. Whether or not that was true or not, I think Patron won the first 2 rounds anyways. Apparently, Emery kind of fucking beat himself in that third round, so I guess Patron won it 3-0, Shout out to Emery for making the trip, though, dude. That was dope. Props on that, man. Glad you can make it. Then we were supposed to have a Caustic performance, which didn't go down. Shit ran late. And then, the owner of the bar, who I know personally is like one of my first bosses, actually my first boss up here in Seattle, he came up to me and he's like, yo, we gotta get you guys out of here. There's cops. Like, it was a problem, and that's not what we're about. I mean, that's not what I'm about. That's not what Underplayed's about. I know that's not what A-Hat's about. That's not cool. We gotta cut that out. We're gonna beat ourselves out of every venue. I'm gonna go there tomorrow and try to clear the air, make sure we can still hold events there, but I can only stick my neck out this one time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's on you guys now. We can't have this again. That is not okay. I don't fuck with that. That's not what we're about, so keep it hip-hop, man. And then after that shit, we got kicked out. Me and Nate were about to be the headliners, and we got kicked out of the venue. So everybody was like, fuck it, let's go down to a park close. Nate and his homies went down to a park. I was chilling outside the bar, closing out my tab, waiting to see what the cameramen did, and the cameramen never left, so I never left, And then we hit up Nate and told him, come back to the bar, we're just going to battle out front. And me and Nate battled out front of the bar, right across, right one building up the street, where there was these nice lights and a fucking chain link fence with some barbed wire wrapped, or some razor wire wrapped around it. It was a cool little setting, and Caustic and the Jones were still there. We still probably had maybe, I don't know, 30, 25 people there from the whole rest of the event, which is like a third or a quarter of what was really in the building at the peak or the pinnacle. But it was still a dope event. We battled in the street, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I think me and Nate put on battle of the night, dude. It was sparks, dude. Heat. I did what I came to do. I forgot a few bars. I forgot a few bars, but that's all right. I did some nice rebuttals. Nate had some shit, some new original shit. He went at T. James a little bit, which is always fun. It was the most fun I've ever had in a battle, you know what I'm saying? I was a good one. I'm taking some time away, like a good year. I told Rome today I'm trying to take a year off and just help you guys host and fun shit, But that was dope. It was the most fun I've had in a battle. So shout out Young Nate. I don't know what's going to happen with that battle. I'm not going to call that battle. All I know is there was some shit that back and forth, some nice rebuttals, and Nate brought some new angles. I took some new angles to Nate. It was dope. I want to shout out, just cap this off. I want to shout out everybody that stuck around through the bullshit. I want to shout out Caustic and the Jones for coming through. I want to shout out King Hush Hush and Rome for putting it on and doing their best to keep it clean. I want to shout out Un for helping me break up that fight, or really me for helping Un break up that fight. I want to shout out Un, you know. And I want to shout out Dantes for letting us hold it down as long as we could before it became a problem, you know. Let's not let that happen again, you know. It's your boy Hype. I'm here at the Underplayed Studios, and I had a great time tonight. Shout out Young Nate, dude. Great battle, man. That was some dope shit. I'll see you soon, my friend, and let's get it, you know what I'm saying? Ahab Washington, underplayedrecords.com. I'm out of here, man. I'm about to get this drink on, you know what I'm saying? Peace.